GM, what is happening, guys? Welcome back to the Ladders Club. It is your host Kapoor, and I am still alive. I'm alive. The war is de escalating at the moment, and I'm wearing my shades because I'm winning in the trades. I'm gonna give you three trades, everything here. In today's show, I'm gonna be talking about Solana, gold, and Canton. I talked about these trades in the last video as well, but I am gonna give you the entries. So, what you need to do is just sit here for 5 to 7 minutes and get all the alpha that you deserve. Alright, and don't forget to press the like button, please. I'm going to talk about Kospi and the potential setups in the Korean market. I'm going to talk about a couple of war related stuff and the poly market bet as well. Without wasting any time, let's talk about the Bitcoin price action on higher time frame. We are still in the bear market. For anyone who tells you or says that we are not in a bear market, show them this chart. We are still in a bear market. We are below this trendline resistance or the support you want to call it, and Bitcoin is currently down around 45%. Bitcoin will not bottom until the time we go below the SMA 200 on weekly time frame. In the last bear market as well, Bitcoin went below the SMA 200 on weekly time frame and stayed there for more than 270 days. So we will accumulate in spot, but slowly. Understand the Bitcoin price action to make sure that you're trading on the right side. Now, this is me. Look at that bottom right corner. Super happy. Why am I happy? Is because right now, three majors, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, all of them are breaking towards the upside. They were ranging in these 26 to 27 day range consolidations, and now they are breaking towards the upside. Kapoor is long. Your boy Kapoor is long for now. He's long Solana. I'm going to give you the entry. I've already taken partial profits on this. I'm long gold as well, and I've got a limit order on Tesla, which I talked about in the last video. So everything is right in front of you on Bitfunded. If you want to join Bitfunded, if you want to clear and pass Bitfunded with me, all you need to do is go in the description, press that link and trade with me. No financial advice, but we have to make sure that we are trading with someone else's money. We are using prop accounts to make more money in trading, and that's what I do. That's what I've been doing from the past 5 years, and I want you to follow this path. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section, guys. Trade log looking all right for now, looking all right in the month of March, which is right now, current month. We are already having 4 trades. Oil trade was excellent trade. Went up a lot, 13%, profits booked. Now moving on to crypto and commodities. Let's go. So the first chart I want to show is Bitcoin medium time frame, which is this consolidation that I was talking about. What I believe that Bitcoin is going to do is it has already broken towards the upside. Now it's going to come a little bit down, give a deviation, and then move towards the upside. So the plan is pretty simple. You cannot set a limit order here. Here is when the deviation theory works. Now, what is the deviation theory that I have? I've already talked about it in multiple videos, but the deviation theory says that when you break out of a consolidation, people tend to long on the breakout. We don't. We never long at the breakout. We wait for a deviation towards the downside, and that is when we look for entering the position. And this is exactly what we are going to do. Now, I'm going to be posting all of this on Twitter. So you have to follow me there because everything is free. I'm not asking you to charge or pay me something, right? So Bitcoin, wait for the deviation and then we will long. But Solana is longable. Why? Because Solana already gave that retest. Solana retest is done. I've started to enter 30%, 40% right now. When the deviation happens in the US session, if the deviation happens in the US session, I'm simply going to add to my position. You can see here the trade is actually running right now. It is in profit. I've already taken some profits in this trade, but all G, right? All G. We have already taken some profit. We want to take more profits. We want to enter again when the price comes down. This deviation, the 87 to $88 deviation on Solana is going to be the perfect entry. Now your stop loss has to be good as well. Stop loss will be, if you take the position, let's say at this level, which is 88.6, then your stop loss has to be around 4.7%. Now, why 4.7% is because you've got this low. You've got this low over here, and you need to make sure that your stop loss is below that because market is going to hunt those stop losses. All right. So this is the first trade I wanted to talk about. Now, Ethereum. What about Ethereum, bro? Ethereum is also doing that retest, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested in this token. I'm not interested in this chart. I see it as a major. I see it as breaking out and retesting, but it's lagging as well. Whereas if you look at Solana and Bitcoin, they're not lagging. They're actually looking really good price action wise. They're not creating any kind of divergences on the lower time frame as well. So I'm more inclined towards longing Bitcoin after the deviation and adding more to my Solana trade after the deviation, not Ethereum. Canton, yes, talked about it in the last video. It's not on Bitfunded, so I have already shorted this on Hyperliquid. Now I'm in short position. This is my first short position of the month. It's actually performing worse than the market. It's going inverse to the market right now. Look at that candle. It's not able to go above this resistance now. Can it hit my stop loss? Obviously, I can be wrong. Anything can hit my stop loss, but we need to be aware that right now it's below the resistance and we should be aiming for lower levels around 0.149, right? That is going to be, my first TP is 0.15 and my entry is around this level, which is 0.157. Already told you, gave this trade, I gave this trade like 2 weeks back. I said whenever Canton breaks towards the downside, you should be actually entering this trade, right? My stop loss is around 4%, which is above this high. As I said, in Solana, it was below the low, it was a long position, and this one, it's above the previous high. Why? So that whenever there is a liquidity hunt in the market, you do not get stopped out. No financial advice, guys, but make sure that you're managing your risk if you're taking these trades, all right? Please make sure. And if you're liking the content, press that like button. It's gonna help me explode on the internet. Why? Because I deserve it. If you want to. Now, gold. I'm already in the gold position. I've showed you, look, 3 trades over here running on gold, and gold currently is at the support. Look at this trend line. This trend line has been going on since February. February was the first tap. Then you had the second tap in February again. Then late February. And now here you go in March. It is tapping that support again. What is happening right now is, in my opinion, gold is going to move towards the upside, but slowly. So we're not in a hurry here. We're not in a rush. The stop loss is pretty simple. If you're trying to get that 50-50 tap, which is over here, 5050, the stop loss is going to be around 2.5%. Easy stop loss. It's commodities trade, right? I've taken it on 5x. You can take it on more because the stop loss is actually very shallow. But I gave it in the last video, already running this trade, no drama. Everything is pretty open from my side, right? Now let's talk about some boring stuff, which is Kospi. It's super volatile, but a lot of people saying that it's not tradable. It is tradable. You can trade Kospi on Lighter. You can trade Samsung on Hyperliquid. You can do anything on decentralized exchanges nowadays. So why don't you take advantage of the volatility? Because it's difficult to trade these things. As in, it's difficult to time the market. Kospi today went up like 12%, and obviously it is super difficult. Why? Because there is a reason why it's going up or down so much, and that is Strait of Hormuz. Until the time Strait of Hormuz, it's going to be half open and half closed. There will be a lot of trouble in Korea. Why? Because Korea is actually the biggest producer of DRAM, which is the dynamic access memory, and those things are used in the AI companies. And AI companies, if DRAM is not reaching the AI companies, the AI stocks are going to go down like crazy. So in my opinion, Strait of Hormuz should not be closed because it's going to impact AI stocks, it's going to impact US, it's going to impact China and so many more countries, which is why I'm taking the bet. I talked about it. It's a funny bet. It's not actually a trade. If you want some more dopamine, if you want to have fun, then this is the bet. Will Iran close the Strait of Hormuz by March 31st? I said no. I said no. It won't. Right? Why? Because Chinese ships are already running. Why? Because US is threatening them. Why? Because if Strait of Hormuz get closed, then all of the AI stocks are going to go down, which is going to be harmful for the entire world, which is not going to be good for the entire world. This is the main reason. And oil. People saying we should be actually looking to, long oil or short oil. No, guys, it's super difficult to time this oil chart. Oil trade was when we took it over here at 66 and we closed it at 73. I gave you the perfect trade there. This was a 13% move, which was the first trade of March, just before the war began. Right now, I want to take a short position, but I need confirmation too. And the confirmation is going to be some kind of headline related to Strait of Hormuz. You cannot be shorting oil right here because it's so much volatile. And even if you're doing it, do it on very small leverage because you need massive margin to do it, right? That is what I believe. Plus, other energy stocks or other energy things. Gasoline, look at that chart moving towards the upside. You've got average US gasoline price has risen to the fastest pace over the past 2 days since 2005. No breaks at all. Look at that. Oil, Shanghai International Energy Exchange oil is actually moving towards 100, right? Then you've got US China crude shipping cost hitting $29 million per tanker, which is going high like crazy. So all of this, in my opinion, is climax. This is climax, and what happens is after this, things actually get easy, right? There will be a news which is going to bring things towards the downside, which is going to calm the things down like the war has actually calmed down. So I know it's stupid. I know we should be talking about trades, and that is the fun part, where we are talking about the actionable alpha. But it's important to know what is happening around the globe as well. But the actionable alpha is simple: Canton, Gold, and Solana, which I showed you, and obviously the limit order that we have on Tesla. Look, I'm not lying with anything, guys. I have everything over here. Look at that. I've got my limit order ready on Tesla already. 350. I'm going to add another limit order at 355. 355 is this level with a risk reward ratio of 3.2, stop loss of 7, take profit at $23, and in my opinion, this is going to be a really good stock trade. Really good stock trade. So guys, I'm going to add it here. I just wanted to add it when we actually get the trade, but never mind. I'm going to add Tesla. I'm going to say 350 to 355, and it's going to be on Bitfunded only, right? Stop loss I'm going to add as well. It's currently open, and limit order. So it's not open, it's a limit order. I'm going to add the link as well. So this is what I'm looking at. Let's actually get the stop loss sorted as well, which is 330, 331, just to be safe, above the whole number. And that is it. That is exactly what we are looking at, guys. Now, I hope you actually liked the video. Very small, sweet, and alpha driven, which is actionable stuff, right? If you did, press the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and send it to your friends. You want them to make money as well. Don't be that guy who makes money alone. Make money with the community. That's what we want to do. And if you want to gamble, do not follow my channel, please. I will see you guys later. I'm planning to make these videos every single day now, so that we are up to date. If you like that idea, put it in the comment section. Take care, guys. Bye bye.